stepladder isn't the only thing that's different. Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place where the killer did something. You have a hangman's gambit. And looks like we're in for a long one. Got a lot of letters, but there's the first one, F. Oh, well, this is convenient. Film! Alright, let's do a little bit of micromanaging. And now to not get... Oh, nope. There's the next letter I need. N. Alright, let's clear off our board. Okay. Filming. Got one word done. And there's the first letter. There's the second. Alright. Time to clear off the board again. Oh, god dang it. Alright, we need 4 letters to finish this. Make that 3. What do I could really use? Not an A. Not a T either. There it is. I-O-N. Filming location.
I got it! That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? Get out of the Hangman's Gambit, jump straight into a logic dive instead. Let's do this. We got 3 questions ahead of us. Can we answer them? The answer is probably. Alright, what's our first question? Spread surveillance camera unit. Shoot. Killer tamper with. Oh, I think it's either both or the camera. It's camera. I'm smart. Yeah, camera makes sense actually. Monitor didn't really need to be tampered with. Okay. Man, going through Logic Dive without a whole lot of those skills that I usually have for Logic Dive makes this really annoying, such as having to actually decelerate. Because I can't just keep going fully forward, otherwise I'll be going off the edge like I'm about to. Okay. So, one of the abilities that you're given for Logic Dive that you can... I don't know if it's one that you... I forget if it's one that you have to buy or if it's an actual ability you get from a character. It makes you turn a lot faster. Killer tampered with the one at the hospital, the music venue. They tampered with the one at the music venue. Oh, and speaking of fun to be had... I would like to not game over here. Oh my god, at the rate we're going, we might game over due to time up. Okay. This is the smarter thing to do when I can't turn that well. I'm learning, I tell ya. There you go. Question 3. Killer did with the camera from the music venue. They took it with them.
It's all coming together. That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then, only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Well, that wouldn't be the focus of our attention now, would it?
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
That's true, but... in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
The thing the killer did to the remaining monitor was, well, they destroyed it.
See? The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means, even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. I hope you weren't tired of Hangman's Gambit, because you got another one coming your way. Ooh. Well, that's a strong start. We have the C that we need. That's not the... but... words. Now we'll get rid of that C. Alright, you know what I could use right about now? That's what I could use. Nice. Uh-oh. Get out of here, R. Same to you, N. E-R-O. We need 2 more letters. Okay, that's just bad luck. That's one of the things I hate about Hangman's Gambit. Sometimes, when you're, like, 2 letters will spawn right next to each other. And they'll just automatically destroy each other, and you won't even have a chance. And it sucks. That's like one of my biggest bothers with this Hangman's Gambit, is when that happens. But there you go. Conference room.
Got it! It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those 2 places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I gotta make clear, what that work was.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
In order to make the hospital conference room resemble the music venue, what did the killer do? I should figure that out first.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other?
Did the conference room look like the music?
Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
God dang it. Wrong bullet! That's my own fault.
There's no way the conference and the music
Oh, this is gonna... I already see where this is going.
Look like the music, or did the music venue look like the conference?
Nope, never mind, there you go.
That must be it.
I made the crime scene look like the conference room.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid! That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference room. It's gotta be that. Where is it? Candle.
I can prove it with this. You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Keep the lighting consistent.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far.
And the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of the crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before. But isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been Ibuki in... Well, we know it's Ibuki in the conference room, because there was already an Ibuki at the music venue.
I see! The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video... There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right. I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is.